Hello everyone. Today I'm going to teach you how to convert visual storytelling to narrative. But in this part 3, I'm going to show you how to do it by jigsaw writing. That means how to convert visual storytelling to narrative, but using the jigsaw writing technique. Okay, this is actually applicable for those learners who are less competent. So you can use this technique. Uh, you can use this technique, or you can use this way to learn how to write a narrative from from a visual storytelling, or which we use to tell the story of the graphic story. So when you want to write a narrative from the visual storytelling, but you are not capable to do it because you don't have the competency level, which is not that high, or you don't have a command of a variety of words. So you can use this way to write a narrative by using the jigsaw writing. Okay, let's start. Okay, before I start this lesson, I want to read to you each each the dialogues and also what is happening in each frame. So in this video, I'm not showing you anymore the tables and also the narratives, because I don't want to confuse with so many things. So I'm just concentrating on the 4 frames. So I will go one by one. Uh, what I mean is I will go one by one at the contents of each frame. Then we will straight go into write, writing the narrative using jigsaw writing. You see, it's different. Okay, this is to help those learners who are not very competent, and maybe they don't have a uh, vast vocabulary list. What I'm saying is they are not capable to write on their own because they don't know many words. Okay, let's go to the first. Okay, let's go to the first frame. Okay, I have actually combined all the 4 frames together, so it will look like really a graphic story with 4 frames. So it's easier for you to see. Okay, the first one. Okay, firstly, the title. What do you want to be? So this story is talking about. Is actually telling us this visual storytelling is about occupations. Okay, but of course we are not talking into depth. We are not in talking in depth about the occupations, but actually the story which relates to the occupation. Okay, so the title will be what do you want to be. Okay, let's look at the first frame. Okay, I want you to listen to the first frame while I read to you the content of the first frame until the 4th frame. Okay, it's career day at school. Carrie's mom is a dentist. She fixes people's teeth. So this is actually the intro. This yellow box here, it contains the intro for each frame. You can see there's one here, then is one here. This is first frame, this is second frame, this is third frame, and this is 4th frame. This one I follow exactly from the book. Okay, this is how they arranged it. So I'm also following the same arrangement. So you see here, this is the introduction uh, introduction part, where they just write in a small box there. Okay, so that you will be aware of of what is happening. So before you go into the conversation or dialogue and the characters, you are aware of what's really happening. That's why they give the they give the intro here. And you see here the second one also same, the third one also the intro is here. But the fourth one there's no intro, because the fourth one there is no more intro, because here we have the main characters 1, 2, and 3. So that is why we have the intro 1, 2, and 3. So this part is already no more about what's happening here. So it is actually the conclusion already. So that is why they don't have the intro anymore here. Understand? Okay, let's read the first. Let's listen to the first content. Okay, please listen while I read to you. His career day at school. Carrie's mom is a dentist. She fixes people teeth. So this is actually an introduction to the person who is actually giving a speech. You see, this is a speech bubble. Okay, so this is Carrie's mom. So from here, you know this is Carrie's mom. So she is giving a speech here. On career day, she's giving a speech here at school. Okay, I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning every day. I have a shower, then I get dressed and I have breakfast. At 7 o'clock, I take the train to work. So these sentences actually tell us that what she does, what is her occupation, and also how is her day in her occupation. Then you see by the side here is like an imaginary page here. Why I say, because you see it's like a speech bubble, but it looks more of a imagination. You see the speech bubble is not like it is really like the person is talking, but it is like an imagination. You see the bubbles? They're different. Okay, so this is a yellow goldfish and this is the orange goldfish. Okay, this is Carrie's mom. And these two children, they are actually the audience. Okay, so you don't have to really take note of these two because they're just inactive characters. So you have to take note of Carrie's mom, the each person who is giving speech in every frame, and also the goldfish, both goldfish. Okay, one the yellow goldfish and also the orange goldfish. Okay, I want to be a dentist too. That means this yellow goldfish is actually listening to Carrie's mom. Maybe uh, these two goldfish actually they are near near to the venue where these characters are giving speech. Maybe in the hall, school hall. So the aquarium may be there. So that's how both goldfish can listen to the characters giving speech, the main characters giving speech. Okay, let's look at the second sorry let's look at the second frame now. Okay, this is another main character. Okay, this is, who is this? Okay, let's read the intro here. Joey's dad is a firefighter. He puts out fires and saves people. So this is Joey's dad. Okay, let's hear what he has to say. I drive my car to work. Sometimes I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner at work. Now, again, the yellow goldfish is listening to Joey's dad. And it's again the yellow goldfish, which is actually very active listening to the speeches by all the three characters. So this time, what does the yellow goldfish think or imagining or talking to itself? Where it says, oh no, I want to be a firefighter. Oh, now it says he wants to be a firefighter. So no, I don't want to be a dentist. I want to be a firefighter. Okay, let's go to the third frame. The third frame, the introduction is Monica's mom is a chef. She works in a restaurant. And what does Monica's mom say? I take the bus to work and I cook all day. Sometimes I go home late. So this is her description of her occupation and her day, how she goes by her day in her occupation. And what and you can see by the side, you can see this yellow goldfish again. Now it has actually is keep on changing. Is keep on change is imagining. That is why you can see that firstly it looks like it's having a costume which looks like having a dentist coat, or not a coat, but a stethoscope or something. I'm not really very keen. Oh, I think the yellow goldfish is holding some dental. I don't know, maybe dental tools or what. Okay, the tools where the dentists use. Okay, for fixing teeth. And the second one, you can see the goldfish is also wearing a firefighter's costume. And in the third frame, you can see that is wearing a chef's costume. That means it's actually imagining. It's imagining itself to be a dentist, it's imagining itself to be a firefighter, then it's imagining itself to be a chef. That is why it is imagining. So we can understand it's imagining because you can see the picture showing itself wearing those costumes. So it is not only telling the other fish, the other goldfish, which is the orange goldfish, but it's also imagining. That's why you can see the picture of it wearing different costumes. Okay. Then the last, frame, we can no more see the characters, the main characters. Okay, like the first one, the main character is Carrie's mom. The second one, the main character is Joey's dad. And the third main character is Monica's mom. And all of them have their own occupations. So they are actually giving a speech on their occupation and also their day at work. Okay. But this last one is different. Why? And there's no more introduction here because this is totally a different content, different story altogether from all the three frames. Okay, why? Because this is already the conclusion. Okay, conclusion means this is already like going to finish the story. So that is why we have to predict the outcome. That's why they have not given us many sentences here or many dialogues here because we want from here we need to make a prediction. Okay, but here you can see what happens in the fourth paragraph. Oh, sorry, not paragraph, fourth frame. It's okay. Now, both these goldfish, before these were the main characters, they were the active characters. Now, these two are the supporting characters, the yellow goldfish and also the orange goldfish. So, these two are the supporting characters. So, now these two supporting characters are talking to each other now in the last frame, okay, in the aquarium. Okay, they're having a discussion, okay. So, the yellow goldfish asks Dexter. Dexter is this one, the orange goldfish. So it asks Dexter, what do you want to be, Dexter? Then Dexter says, I want to be a cat. So it wants to be a cat, okay? So it has already told Dexter that it wants to be a chef, then it wants to be it wants to be a dentist, then it changes its mind, it wants to be a firefighter, and at last it changes its mind, it wants to be a chef. Now it asks Dexter, what do you want to be, Dexter? But Dexter, from the beginning, Dexter is irritated because this yellow goldfish is not stopping. He's been talking and talking. So, to a point, the orange goldfish or Dexter already got angry. Already, it already it is already angry, and it's just waiting to say something to the yellow goldfish. So the yellow goldfish will keep quiet, but it do not know what to say. It just quiet. But when the yellow goldfish asks the orange goldfish, what do you want to be? So it actually sarcastically answers the yellow goldfish, I want to be a cat. And we don't know what Dexter is thinking, and that is the one that you have to write a prediction. That means you have to predict what is Dexter thinking. Okay? But here I have already words here so that you can fill in the words and also the phrases that you can fill in the blanks. And I'm teaching you my own prediction. So I'm giving you my own prediction, and I'm also giving you the answers, um, which are words and also phrases. So here you don't have to do any prediction because I've already done the prediction, but you just have to listen and follow. Then maybe in the exercise which you'll follow, you have to do your predictions. Okay. Okay, let's read all the words first. Career day, Carrie's mom, yellow goldfish, occupation, day, dentist at school, Joey's orange goldfish, firefighter, changes its mind, Monica's mom, chef, cat, scare, stop talking. So all these words and phrases, actually, I've already used these words and phrases in the narrative, which I already have already taught you how to write a narrative in the video, how to convert visual storytelling to narrative, which is part 2, part 1 and also part 2. But part 2, I showed you the full, the complete narrative. But it's from part 1 and part 2, which I did step by step. Then in the part 2, you can see the whole narrative because I arranged in such a way that it will look like a narrative. So I've already done that part. This is actually from that. Okay, from that narrative in part 2. Okay, but the first part we did we actually did the draft of how to do the narrative. So in this one, we are using back all in this part 3, we are using back all the words and phrases to write the narrative. So that is why I have already given you the title here. Is it here? Yes, the title here is Visual Storytelling to Narrative in bracket Jigsaw Writing. Why? Because actually earlier on, I've already done the visual storytelling to narrative. But this time, in part 3, I'm using back the same narrative, but I simplify it by giving the words and phrases, jumble up all the words and phrases, and I want you to uh, choose and write the answers in the blanks. Okay? So what we are going to do now, as I already read to you all these words and phrases earlier on. So we are going to use all this in our exercise here. Okay. Okay. I purposely do not want to give you the example of the narrative that we have already done earlier on. I want to give you that here in this in this video because I don't want to confuse you with so many things. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's go to the narrative itself. Okay, this narrative, you can see there are numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until number 26. Okay, so we have 26 blanks here, but we do not have 26 phrases or 26 words. We only have here about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, why is it only 16 words and phrases? Because some phrases or some words are some words or phrases will be used twice or maybe thrice. So that is why there are less words and phrases. Okay, I hope you understand that. Okay, let's start. Okay, so we give the title first. So this is the title. What do you want to be? Okay, you must also start with the title. Okay, so with the title, we can actually tell the reader what this narrative is going to be about. Okay, so number 1, it's dash at school. So what do you think is the answer? So we are going to number the words and phrases. So later on, it will be easier for you to just write in the answers in the blanks. Okay. Okay, number 1. So I think this is the answer for number 1. Career day. Let's try and see. It's career day at school. Okay, if you can't remember, you can go back to the part 2. You can go through that video again so that you'll be able to refresh your memory on on the content of the narrative if you can't remember. Okay, so the answer will be number 1, career day. So we just put a number beside it. I think we have to move this because there's no space. Oh, wait. So we just write here number 1. Okay, number 1. Wait. Okay, so number 1. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. We will just write here number 1. Oh my god, why is it going here? Okay, this is number 1. Okay, we can't do that way. We will just we can't do the numbering because it's like going to the end. So what we'll do is we will just arrange in order so that we know what is number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay. 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 So career day. It's career day at school. So career day. So this is number 1. That is why I put it uh, in the first and foremost. I put it here. So that will be at the beginning. Okay, here. Because it's hard to put the number. I don't know why. It's like moving. So it's better that I just do it this way. Okay, let's look at number 2. Number 2, dash is dash to talk about her dash. And her dash as a dash. So what are you going to write? So who actually? Who, isn't it? Yeah, because even in the second video, we talk about who, what, who, where, when, and which, and how. So who? Number 2, who? Number 2, who? Carrie's mom. Okay, good, good. So this is here. So we will just adjust it here. Carrie's mom. That means you follow in order. That means I'm going this way. That means the first phrase is number 1. That is why it's on top. Okay, it's on top and the first box here. Then the second one is Carrie's mom. Okay, Carrie's mom. Carrie's mom is, okay, what do you think is the answer here? Is, okay, what, where, when, what, where, what, who, where. So this one is where? At school, correct? Where is at school? Okay, so now we have to change. This one has to come down here. And this one has to go up. Okay? Okay, so let's try. Okay, Carrie's mom is at school. So we will do one paragraph at a time. We will arrange, fill in the blanks for one paragraph, then we'll go to the second. Okay, second paragraph. Okay, so it's career day. Carrie's mom is at school. Is at school to talk about her. Okay, to talk about her because you must remember the narrative which I already taught you in part 2. Okay, so you have to watch the video again if you can't remember. Okay, her occupation. Okay, this one. Okay, okay, her occupation. Okay, her occupation and her day and her day as a dentist. Okay, dentist. Okay, I think we better finish this first. If not, you can't remember. So remember, career day, Carrie's mom, at school, occupation, day, and dentist. This one is a later. Maybe this phrase and these phrases and also words maybe will be used later. Okay, let's try. Okay, so it's okay. I know I can't number it there, but you can. Once you print it out, I will give you a link. So once you print it out, or you have a look at in your smartphones or for in your PC or laptop, you can just number them. You can just screenshot and number them, or if not, you can just print out and number the words and phrases. Okay, because it's kind of difficult because it's just like moving here and there the numbers. So that's why I purposely decided not to put the numbers. First, I thought can put the numbers, but it's difficult. Okay, so it's okay. Let's write here career day. Okay. Okay, maybe we can underline later because we already have the number, so it's not an issue. So we know where to underline. Okay, it's career day at school. Okay, number 2, Carrie's mom. At school, occupation day, dentist. Okay, let's see. Carrie's mom. Okay, is, where is she? Okay, first what? Career day. Then the second is who? Carrie's mom. Then where? So the answer will be at school. See, at school. So we will fill in here at school. At school. Okay. So this one at school. Okay. Later on we will underline. Okay. To talk about her. To talk about her day. Okay. Her day. Okay. And her. No, talk about not day. Let's look at it again. Wrong. It's not day. Wait. At school. This one, occupation. Okay. So to talk about Carrie's mom is at school to talk about her occupation. Her occupation. And her day. Okay. As a, okay. Remember, I already said that day I already taught you how to do this by firstly answer, okay, for what. So career day, the answer for the first question, what is career day? Who? Carrie's mom. Then where? At school. But when I did not put here the details because it is not that relevant to put it here. Then the other one was which. So which occupation? So which, okay, her occupation is a dentist. Okay, dentist. Okay, dentist. Remember? Yes, that is in part 1. We already done that in part 1. As a, okay, number 6, supposed to be here. Dentist. as a dentist. Okay. 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 Then let's see the words again. So we have done until here. So this one onwards, we have to see how to use them and how to fill in which blank. Okay. Then number 7, the dash listens to Carrie's mom and wishes it were a dash too. So let's look at the picture now. Maybe you have forgotten. Okay. Who listens? Now is again who? The yellow goldfish. Okay. Okay, I want to be a dentist too. So the answer will be the yellow goldfish listens to Carrie's mom and wishes it were a what? Wishes that it were a dentist too. I want to be a dentist too. Okay? So yellow goldfish, yellow goldfish. Okay? So here I'm not going to write dentist again because we already have the word dentist here. So you're going to use the word dentist here again. That means use twice. Okay? So you're going to write here the yellow goldfish. Okay? Remove the blank first. Later on we will underline the answers. Listens to Carrie's mom and wishes it were a dentist. Okay? So I'm using it again. That is why there are less words, as I told you earlier. Okay? It wishes it were a dentist too. Okay? Somehow, okay, number 9. Somehow, okay, somehow wishes not to respond. Which character wishes not to respond? So we are talking about the uh, supporting characters. So you see, the orange goldfish is ignoring the yellow goldfish. Is actually it's just like giving its back and just moving away. So it's just ignoring the yellow goldfish. Okay, it doesn't want to know. It doesn't want to listen. Okay, so the answer will be the orange goldfish. Okay, the orange goldfish. So let's move this here. So that when you have finished, you can check. Okay, so the answer will be the orange goldfish. Somehow the orange goldfish wishes not to respond. Okay. Okay. Mm-mm. Okay, we have to put number 8 here because it's moving. It doesn't look good, so I still put number 8 here. Okay. So I wanted to put here, but it's moving. There's a very big gap of space, so that is why I think I still have to put number 8 here. So we have finished the first paragraph for the first frame. Okay, let's check. Okay, let's check. It's career day at school. Okay, it's career day at school. Okay, look at the first frame. Carrie's mom is at school to talk about her occupation and her day as a dentist. Let's see whether it's correct. Okay, Carrie's mom is at school to talk about her occupation. Okay, this is her occupation, a dentist. Okay, you see, she's a dentist, and her day in her occupation. Okay, her what her day as a dentist. Okay, So Carrie's mom is at school to talk about her occupation and her day as a dentist. Okay, correct. Okay, number 6. Oh, not number 6, sorry. Number 7. Now, the yellow goldfish listens to Carrie's mom and wishes it were a dentist too. Okay, let's look whether it's correct. Okay, the yellow goldfish listens to Carrie's mom and wishes it were a dentist too. Yes, correct. Okay, and the last one. Somehow, the orange goldfish wishes not to respond. Okay, somehow, the orange goldfish wishes not to respond there. Okay, so the narrative, paragraph 1, the narrative for frame 1 describes what is happening in frame 1. Okay, let's look at second paragraph. Okay, Dash is at school to talk about his occupation and his day as a dash. Okay, second paragraph. This is second paragraph. Okay, let's read. Joey's dad is a firefighter. He puts out fires and saves people. Okay, this is his speech. This is what he says. I drive my car to work. Sometimes I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner at work. Okay, and what does let's not uh discuss about what the yellow goldfish has to say. Let's do this first. Okay, so who is at school again? Joey. Joey's dad. Okay, Joey's dad. Okay. That's right, because let's type it. If not, we may forget it. Joey's dad is at school. Okay. To talk about his occupation and his day as a is a firefighter. Okay. So okay, firefighter. Okay. So the answer will be firefighter. Okay, number 12. The dash listens to Joey's dad and wishes it were a dash now. So, what listens? Which character listens to Joey's dad? Look at the picture here. Okay, the picture here, you can see the yellow goldfish. You see the face? Okay, the face of the yellow goldfish is actually facing Joey's dad. So the yellow goldfish is actually listens to Joey's dad and wishes it were a now. It were a. So it changes its mind. Huh? It changes its mind. So okay, let's write here first. The yellow goldfish. Okay, wait. The yellow okay, never mind. I don't know what's wrong. Wait, huh? Okay. Okay, that's right here. The yellow goldfish The yellow goldfish listens to Joey's dad and wishes it were a dash now. Wishes it were a. The yellow goldfish wishes listens to Joey's dad and wishes it were a firefighter now. Okay, he wishes it were a firefighter now. See? Or no, no, I want to be a firefighter. Okay, so you write here, wants to be a firefighter now. Okay, it, it, what does it do? First, it wanted to become a dentist. I want to be a dentist. Now, I want to be a firefighter. So it changes its mind. Where is it? Okay, here. Changes its mind. Okay. Okay. Okay, please take note that this is the first one. So we are going from left to right. Then after left to right, then you go down. That means number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In some you use again twice. So you know it's according, this is the sequence of the words that you have to follow. So number 1, left to right, then below. So that is the arrangement of the words and phrases for which are the answers for the narrative. Because I can't put the number. When I put the number, it is like going to the end. So that is why I arranged in this way. Anyway, we will check. Okay. Changes its mind. So it means it refers to the goldfish. Huh? Changes the yellow goldfish. It changes its ITS. Why is it ITS? Because you can't write, wait, huh? You can't write, um, you can't write IT apostrophe S. But it's actually, this is showing possession, possessive. This actually showing possessive pronoun. This is actually a possessive pronoun where uh, it's showing the yellow goldfish mind. Is yes, telling you is yellow goldfish mind. Okay, mind. Okay, it's mind. So it changes its mind. Its mind. So it is the yellow goldfish. So yellow goldfish. So I have actually replaced the yellow goldfish with it. Cannot be repeating yellow goldfish many times. It's redundant. Okay. Okay. Number 15. What happens? Look at the second one. Now you look at the second one. Okay. Okay, the yellow goldfish says it wants to be a firefighter. It changes its mind. First, you see the orange goldfish is just ignorant. It doesn't really care. It doesn't want to hear. But when the second time the yellow goldfish says, "Oh no, I want to be a firefighter," you see that the orange goldfish, its eyes becomes bigger, like it's like already like it's blinking. Kata, oh my god, why is this yellow goldfish saying another thing? So you can see that the orange goldfish eyes are wide open compared to the compared to itself when its eyes are not open. It is just ignorant. It is just like don't want to respond. But suddenly its eyes become bigger in the second frame. Okay, the orange goldfish. So what does that tell you? Okay, so firstly the orange goldfish. Okay, because we're talking about the characters and what's happening. We're not talking about the content in the speech bubble. Okay, so the orange goldfish. Okay, so annoyed. Okay, so we can see that the orange Okay, I never write here orange goldfish because the orange goldfish is here. So we use back the same phrase. Okay, the orange goldfish, we can see that its eyes become wide open compared to the picture in first frame. So it's actually like listening to the orange goldfish and taking note that um, keeps on changing its mind, and it suddenly feels annoyed. I mean, the orange goldfish Dexter feels annoyed. That is why the eyes become suddenly wide open. Okay, annoyed means getting fed up or do not like the way the yellow goldfish is talking on and on about what it wants to be. Keep on changing its mind. Okay, the third the third paragraph and the third frame. You don't worry. Later on, after I finish all discussing the answers, I will underline for you all the answers. Okay. The paragraph for third frame. Number 16, Dash is at school to talk about her occupation and her day as a dash. So third frame, who is this? Who is talking now in the third paragraph? Oh, sorry, third frame. Monica's mom is a chef. She works in a restaurant. Okay, I take the bus to work and I cook all day. Sometimes I go home late. Okay, who? Monica's mom. So we adjust here. Monica's mom. Okay, so Monica's mom is at school. Okay, let's see. Monica's mom is at school. Mom is at school to talk about her occupation and her day as a okay, Monica's mom is a chef. She works in a restaurant. That means Monica's mom is at school to talk about occupation as a her occupation and her day as a chef. Okay? Okay. Okay. Now the next one. The yellow goldfish listens to who? Okay. Whom does the yellow goldfish listens to in the third frame? Okay. The yellow goldfish listens to Carrie's mom. Okay. Listens to Carrie's mom and says, I want to be a chef too. So what are you going to answer here? Okay. So the yellow goldfish listens to Carrie's mom. Okay. So here will be Carrie's mom. Okay, listens to Carrie's mom and wishes it were a what? I want to be a chef too. It wishes it were a chef. It wishes it was a chef. You see, first it wanted to become a dentist like Carrie's mom. Oh, sorry, it's Monica's mom here. Huh? Sorry, I mistakenly put here. It's Monica's mom. Okay. First, it wanted to become like Carrie's mom to become a dentist. Then after that, it wanted to be a wishes it were a then it wanted to be a wait let's see it wanted to be a firefighter as Joey's dad. Then the third one it wants to be it's not wanted, I'm sorry. First it wants to be a dentist as Carrie's mom. Then in the second frame it wants to be a firefighter as Joey's dad. And in the third frame it wants to be a chef as Monica's mom, not Carrie's mom. Okay, Monica's mom. Okay, Monica's mom. Okay, chef. Huh? The answer will be chef. Okay, chef. Oops. Okay, chef. It were a chef. The yellow goldfish listened to Monica's mom and wishes it were a chef. Okay, we are almost there. Okay, it changes its mind again. Of course, it changes its mind again because first time it changes its mind after after it wants to be a dentist. It changes its mind. It wants to be a firefighter. Then it changes its mind again. It wants to be a chef like Monica's mom. Okay. Okay. So it changes its mind again. Why I say again? Because this is the second time it's changing its mind. The dash is getting angry. Okay. First, the orange goldfish just now gets annoyed. So the eyes become wide open. And now it's no more looking at the other side. Firstly, it was like backing, it was backing. Um, it was not really looking at the yellow goldfish, but backing him. You see? But now, you see, in the third frame, the orange goldfish is not only the eyes are wide open, is no more like backing off, but it is already like coming and listening and also swimming next to the orange yellow goldfish. So the orange goldfish is actually in this third frame is already swimming next to the orange goldfish, and you can see that uh, it looks a bit angry. First, the orange goldfish in the second frame, the eyes becomes wide open, but in the third frame, it looks angry. Okay, so it changes its mind again. So the so we're talking about the supporting character, the orange goldfish. The orange goldfish is getting angry. Okay, that's what we can see in the picture. Okay, as is getting angry, is getting angry at who? Is getting angry at the yellow goldfish. Okay, so here I did not put anything here. I did not arrange because the yellow goldfish is already here and also the orange goldfish. So you just have to use the phrases again. So the orange goldfish is getting angry at the yellow goldfish. Okay, don't mix up. That is why I say you have to be precise. So you have to be also careful when you're writing the answers for this, because you might confuse the orange goldfish and for the yellow goldfish. So be careful when you write the answer. Okay, so the orange goldfish is getting angry at the yellow goldfish for going on and on about what it wishes to be. Okay, so sometimes after you have written the answer, that means you have already written the word or the phrases here. So when you have written, it's better for you to read again the whole paragraph, not the whole passage, but the whole paragraph, just to check whether your answers are correct and whether the sentences they actually describe the frames. Okay, you can check the frames while you after you have finished writing one paragraph, you come back to the frames, the respective frame, then you check whether the sentences are correct. Does it describe the frame? That's how you check your answers. Okay. Okay, now let's go to the last one. So the last one, the dash asks Dexter the dash what it wants to be. So Dexter is actually the orange goldfish. So this a phrase, this actually it's not phrase, this clause. Okay, Dexter and this clause, okay, the the dash what it wants to be. This clause is actually talking about Dexter, and Dexter is the orange goldfish. So you very well understand that this answer will be the orange goldfish. Okay, let's go back to the fourth frame. What happens in the fourth frame? In the fourth frame, you can see that now the orange goldfish, which is Dexter, is actually facing like face to face. Okay, they are facing each other. Dexter, the orange goldfish, has come face to face with the orange goldfish, whereby in this frame you can see the orange goldfish is the yellow goldfish. This one is very cool, and it asks Dexter. It doesn't see. I don't know whether it realizes, but Dexter is already very angry. Okay, it asks, "What do you want to be, Dexter?" So Dexter is this one, or it says, "I want to be a cat," and it imagines itself as a cat and is catching the yellow goldfish, or maybe eating it up also. I do not know. So this is, you can predict from the frame. Okay. Okay. So what is the answer? So let's write here the answer first. The answer will be the yellow. Okay, that's the starting of the third frame. The yellow goldfish asked Dexter the goldfish. Let's check. Let's check whether it's correct. The orange goldfish, the yellow goldfish asked Dexter, okay, what do you want to be, Dexter? Ask Dexter what Dexter, the orange goldfish, what it wants to be. Then the orange goldfish, Dexter, the orange goldfish, answers the yellow goldfish, I want to be a cat. And you see, when it's written the cat, C-A-T, there's an exclamation mark here. Okay, like this. Okay, you can see there's an exclamation mark here. That means it's really like very stern. Okay, so that sentence actually tells us that the Dexter, the orange goldfish, is stern, angry and stern. Okay, cat. Okay, so the answer will be cat. So Dexter wants to be a cat now. Cat. Okay, Dexter answers it wants to be a cat. Okay, so this is the prediction. So until here, it wants to be a cat is already in the picture. So that is understood from the frame 4, picture frame 4. But this one, so it can finally, this is actually prediction. But this is my prediction. So it can finally scare the yellowfish and make it stop talking. That is my prediction. So you can also write here, it wants to be a cat. So you can write the prediction, what you think what will happen next after it wishes it were a cat. After Dexter wishes it were a cat. So it can finally means, so Dexter can finally what? Okay, scare. What's the meaning of scare? Scare means to make the other person scared, afraid. Okay, so the answer will be scared. Okay, scared. Okay, so I have arranged it in a way that you can see from left to right, then after that top to bottom. So you can see that I have arranged it in a way that you can understand these are the answers, but I just couldn't put the numbers. So I hope you will understand the arrangement of the words. So here it will be scare. Scare or make the yellow goldfish afraid of Dexter and make it what? Make it stop talking. So it wishes that it were a cat. So Dexter wishes it were a cat. So it can just scare the yellow goldfish and make the yellow goldfish stop talking. Because definitely the yellow goldfish will be scared if Dexter were to be a cat, because it is scared that the black cat will catch and eat him up. Okay? So the yellow goldfish will only be praying for its life. So it will stop talking. Okay? Stop talking. Dexter answers it wants to be a cat so it can finally scare the yellow goldfish and make it stop talking. Okay? So this one, so it can finally scare the yellowfish and make it stop talking, is my prediction. Okay? You can write your prediction too. Okay? You can also write your prediction, a different prediction. So you can predict the outcome, maybe a different outcome, but it has to be with, it has the phrase that it wishes it were a cat, because you can see in the picture the black cat. So you cannot wish that it wants to be um another character, okay? But only cat. You only choose it wishes or it wants to be a cat. Then after that, you write your prediction, okay? Why you want to be a cat? Why Dexter wants to be a cat? Okay? Okay. Okay, let's check first the answers. Okay. What do you want to be? The title is Career Day at School. Carrie's mom is at school to talk about her occupation and her day as a dentist. The yellow goldfish listens to Carrie's mom and wishes it were a dentist too. Somehow, the orange goldfish wishes not to respond. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see whether it describes the first frame. Okay, it's career day at school. Carrie's mom is a dentist. She fixes people's teeth. I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Day, I have a shower, then I get dressed and I have breakfast. I have breakfast at 7 o'clock. I take the train to work. I want to be a dentist too. Okay, so that our paragraph just now, the first paragraph describes the first frame. The content in first frame, the story in first frame. Okay, then the second one. Joey's dad is at school to talk about his occupation and his day as a firefighter. The yellow goldfish listens to Joey's dad and wishes it were a firefighter now. It changes its mind. The orange goldfish is annoyed. Okay, let's see whether it's correct. Okay, Joey's dad is a firefighter. He puts out, this is the second frame. You can see number 2 here. Joey's dad is a firefighter. He puts out fires and saves people. I drive my car to work. Sometimes I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner at work. Or no, I want to be a firefighter. Okay, yellow goldfish again. Huh? Okay, that's correct. Okay, the second paragraph of our narrative tells us the story in the visual story. The visual story tells us the story in frame 2. Okay. Third one. Monica's mom is at school to talk about her occupation and her day as a chef. The yellow goldfish listens to Monica's mom and wishes it were a chef. It changes its mind again. The orange goldfish is getting angry at the yellow goldfish for going on and on about what it wishes to be. Okay, let's check the third frame. Let's check whether the third paragraph of our narrative, does it describe the third frame? Okay, Monica's mom is a chef. She works in a restaurant. I take the bus to work and I cook all day. Sometimes I go home late. I want to be a chef too. Okay, so the third paragraph clearly describes the third frame. Okay, and the last one. The yellow goldfish asked Dexter, the orange goldfish, the yellow goldfish asked Dexter, the orange goldfish what it wants to be. Dexter answers it wants to be. Dexter answers it wants to be a cat. Oh, you see, I have left out. Okay, luckily. Cat. So it can finally scare the yellow goldfish and make it stop talking. Okay? Okay. So the yellow goldfish asks Dexter, the orange goldfish, what does the Dexter, the orange goldfish wants to be? It answers the yellow goldfish, I want to be a cat, and wishes to it wants to be a cat so that it can scare off. You see, it imagines it can scare off the yellow goldfish and stop the yellow goldfish from talking. But that is my prediction, huh? So that it wishes it were a cat so that it can scare off the yellow goldfish and make it stop talking. But we do not know. Maybe it wishes it were a cat, but maybe it wishes to eat up the goldfish, yellow goldfish. That also we do not know. So the prediction is on ourselves, what we think what will happen. But this is it wishes, but Dexter wishes it were a cat. That is um, that we can derive from this thought frame. So so that one is on. Okay. So you still have to write that it wishes it were a cat, but after that you can predict what happens next. Okay. Okay, the yellow goldfish asks Dexter, the orange goldfish, what it wants to be. Dexter answers it wants to be a cat, so it can finally scare the yellow goldfish and make it stop talking. So, okay. So, the fourth paragraph also concludes the story by describing the fourth frame, okay, of this graphic story. Okay, so let's underline first, then read again. Okay, so we don't have to worry because the number is there, so we can just underline where there's number. Okay, like this one, you see. Okay, so we will just underline all this, so that will be a clear picture. Okay, okay, okay. So we will underline. We'll underline for. So we have underlined for paragraph 1. So paragraph 1. So actually it's the same thing also. Wherever there's a number here, that means the next one after the number is the answer. But like this one, okay, this will be the answer. But I think, I don't know. Actually, I don't want to make you wait longer. Uh, so, okay, I will just try to finish up for you. Okay. So, what do you think about the story? I don't know what you think about the story. Is it a good story? Um, okay. So, we have done until the second paragraph here. Uh, okay. So, I actually have done until number 15. Um, so, Okay. Okay, I think I might as well just um, finish this up, because I'm just worried that you will not know which is the answer again. Actually, you can check with the answers here. You can actually check here what are the answers. You can then underline again. You can check here the answers. You can check what is the what is the word or what is the phrase. If you think that you are not sure which one to underline, but then it's okay. I feel that it's not complete. I feel that I've done this much, and if I don't finish it, I just feel it's not complete. So it's better for me to just underline all the words and phrases that I have given you as an answer, because if not, I will not be happy. So, because I don't want you to like struggle again looking at the answers again, check one by one. So I want to make it easier for you. Okay, so just a few more. Just bear with me for a while. Okay, a cat. So it can finally scare. At last, stop talking. Okay. Okay, so we have underlined all. Okay, we have underlined all. But we will check one more time. We will check the narrative. Okay, as you can see, I just have give you another chance to look at the frames. Just go through one more time to look at the frames. Okay, then we will go to the narrative. Okay, we'll read one by one, then we will stop here. Okay. Okay, what do you want to be? It's career day at school. Carrie's mom is at school to talk about her occupation and dentist. The yellow goldfish listens to Carrie's mom and wishes it were a dentist too. Somehow, the orange goldfish wishes not to respond. Joey's dad is at school to talk about his occupation and his day as a firefighter. The yellow goldfish listens to Joey's dad and wishes it were a firefighter now. It changes its mind. The orange goldfish is annoyed. Third paragraph. Monica's mom is at school to talk about her occupation and her day as a chef. The yellow goldfish listens to Monica's mom and wishes it were a chef. It changes its mind again. The orange goldfish is getting angry at the yellow goldfish for going on and on about what it wishes to be. Okay, the last paragraph. The yellow goldfish asks Dexter, the orange goldfish, what it wants to be. Dexter answers it wants to be a cat so it can finally scare the yellow goldfish and make it stop talking. Okay, so all are correct. All the answers and phrases are already filled up accurately. Okay, so we have done it correctly. So now, I would suggest that for you to go to the part 2, to the video how to convert visual storytelling to narrative part 2. There are 3 parts in this video. Okay, these videos I have made into 3 parts. Okay, so the second part, you can go through the second part, part 2, video part 2, where you can actually go through the full narrative, which I have done step by step, to just double check your answers, and so as to be sure of your answers, okay, before doing this. Okay, so that's all for today. So I hope the part 3 will really assist you in writing the narrative. Okay, so that hopefully that you'll be able to narrate this narrative later on. Okay, so I will stop here. Please like my video and also subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you.